Justice is a right in itself, but is also an enabler of other rights. Without access to justice, other universally recognized human rights, including those that protect and empower women and other vulnerable or marginalized groups, might exist only on paper. Equal representation of women in all domains of life and professions is therefore a crucial step to help ensure these rights and protections are being enforced. To achieve justice, we need more women fighting more for justice. Women in the criminal justice system can act as agents of change. Diversity and inclusion enrich all institutions to contribute to greater accountability, to safety, to women. Women bring different perspectives and experiences, strengthening not only all professional systems and decision making, but also empowering the judicial system of the country. Women's representations in law enforcement and judicial institutions have been linked to more effective, victim-centered responses to crime. The number of women and girls coming in contact with the criminal justice system as victims, witnesses, and prisoners has increased in the past 20 years. However, greater efforts are still needed to support women to access justice and ensure that criminal justice institutions fully respond to their needs. Rape is the fourth most common crime against women in India. According to 2021 annual report of the National Crime Records Bureau, 31,677 rape cases were registered only across the country, and on an average of 86 cases daily, a rise from 2020 with 28,046 cases, while in 2019 with 32,033 cases were registered, and some of the cases do not go reported. The share of victims who are minors or below 18, the legal age of consent stood at a 10% only. By investing in women's advancement and women justice leaders, we can help ensure that justice is better served and that women and all members of our society are met with fairness and equality before the law for the benefit of all. Most development strategies focus on changing individuals but making progress on gender equality and gender rights and women rights requires addressing collective norms and mindset. By looking at the change of the collective, entrenched ideas and gender norms within policy dialogues and development projects to ensure impact can help to change mindset. Women are wired and socialized to accept violence, and if they make this public, the shame is on them. A change in the collective ideas can bring about a paradigm change in raising voice against the mindset that needs to focus that issues of harassment, assault, rape, etc. need to be addressed to look at measures of women's safety in India, which is a widely discussed and serious problem. Women are not safe either at home or outside. This is the time to acknowledge and implement all those policies to support women's safety and freedom of several rights would leverage a good and better equipped judicial rights. Sadly, years have went by with a society that would rather brush things under the rug than face these wrongdoings head on. Without support, even powerful women fail to silence something that follows a sexual assault. The number of women and girls coming in contact with the criminal system as victims and lodging complaints against the perpetrators of crime has increased in the past several years. However, we require greater access to women, to helplines, and the way to liberation from such dastardly acts of rape. An increasing crime rate across the globe can only be stopped when there is paradigm shift in the mindset of many. The preconceived notion that anything can happen in the country and one can scot-free is actuality the root cause of germinating such ideas that the law will somehow give refuge to such perpetrators of crime for years until the final verdict is pronounced. It is a high time to revise criminal laws and emphasize on very serious consequences if such unimaginable barbaric acts of extreme amount of trauma are committed. Overlooking sexual assault, rape, and barbaric acts of inhuman, psychotic mindset are not only okay. Trying to make such incidents like the Kolkata rape case disappear and knowing about it while not doing anything about it isn't going to change anything. We are humans and all deserve to be treated with respect. By investing in women's advancement and women's justice, we can help ensure that justice is better served and that women and all members of our society are met with fairness and equality before the law for the benefit of all. Justice programming must therefore strive to be inclusive, meaning that no woman can be denied justice appropriate to individual and circumstances. Inclusive justice indicates a justice system that is pro-poor as well and responsive to the rights and needs of all categories of women, especially those who are marginalized and excluded. The need of the hour is judicial orientation to comprehend this crime with all its complexities, and failure to do so is going to lead to grave injustice and pendency in cases that need to serve as a precedent that such acts, which are not only heinous but barbaric and psychotic, need to be completely evaded and uprooted for a just and equitable means to be distributed fairly in a civic society.